Do we have a lighter?
It's still rolling.
Do you?
We're rolling and you're rolling. Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
It's magic.
And I think we should start this off as a celebration toke.
What are we celebrating?
Just all the good news in the world right now.
Like what? Tell me. I'm so curious to know.
I think the biggest news in the world today is the 4-1 victory and the 7-1 entrance into the final of the Europa.
Really?
That's big news in my life. I don't know about you, Uno.
Okay.
I know it's quite a tough wech for us. Another season.
Yeah, you know what?
Another season without a trophy.
I had forgotten that you are a Man United fan. The whole season, I had forgotten that you're. Today, I remember. I'm even remembering that there's scarves and caps on the TV.
Yeah.
I didn't even know you had a jersey. It's the first time in my life I'm seeing you wearing a Man United jersey.
I don't want to make this about Man U, but my family tried their very best to change me. Every year, until I was about 13, my family overseas used to send me a Man United top and an Arsenal top every year.
Yeah.
Every year until I was about like 13, and I said, guys,
you had to choose.
it's got to stop. I'm never going to wear these Arsenal tops. But shout out to my family there in the UK.
And look, man. If we knew that the season was gonna end like this for both of our teams, man, I know Man United supporters were touched quite a bit this season. In fact, for the past few seasons. So even to make it to the final, you've basically done better than us.
We did better than you last season when we won the FA Cup and you guys won absolutely nothing. You know.
Okay, all right.
It is a tough thing, and like life, you just go through stages.
Yeah.
Man United had the glory days. It can't last forever.
Yeah.
Like in life, you sometimes win, you sometimes lose.
Yeah.
And you must be.
It is what it is.
I think it's tough for football fans because we're loud.
Yeah.
You know, we're obnoxious, and
the things like banter exist. Yeah.
Good. I love that.
So for me, I let it happen, dog. Like I like to talk shit. I like people to talk shit to me too as well.
Too.
About
I love sports banter.
Yeah.
For me, coming into a place, going on when the game's live.
But I was touched, eh? The Arsenal game, I was touched. It's the first time. Normally, I watch the game until the end.
Oh, you stopped?
I even see fans walking out. That's how much I watched the game. But this time, after they scored that second goal, I was like, fuck, man. I'm tired.
Yeah. No, Arsenal look like they kind of gave up there. They have the better. For me, they have an amazing team.
Yeah.
I like the coach.
Yeah.
I don't think. I think it's disappointing as a fan. I can imagine.
I think
being so close every year.
Yeah. No. With the new Tottenham.
No, because at least you have trophies. Tottenham have fuck all.
Yeah, but I mean, just there for pressure. We're just there for pressure.
Oh, there's another man.
Oh wow, people be rocking there. Wow. No, it's welcome.
But we're not talking. That's about it.
Yeah.
Welcome to LoudSpoken. Says it's episode 6. I say it's episode 5 because we did a 2-parter.
Okay. But I think it's 2 different episodes because we're wearing different clothes.
It's true.
Yeah.
We can split them. I wanted to split them honestly because I liked last week's topics.
Yeah.
But we're getting into the swing. We're hitting it hard.
Yeah.
And there's some interesting topics that you brought up.
Interesting things to talk about. And without further ado, I go by the name of Udo, the dank dude. This is my brother.
Shan, the cannon man. And we are smoking on some loud.
Yes.
This is my favorite strain that I wanted to smoke with you.
Smoking, talking.
This is a lemon cherry
Spoken.
Pulse. Absolutely amazing grow. It tastes to me. This is my.
Did you grow it yourself?
No, one of my very close homies did. Shout out to Jay.
Can you please bring the ashtray a bit closer to us?
Of course.
You can put it here.
But yeah, dude, what an interesting week.
Yeah, what an interesting week, man. What an interesting week. But before we get too much into the week, there's something I wanted to ask you.
Oh, God.
I even asked you to bring the dictionary.
Oh, yeah? What am I looking up?
I want you to, before you search, right?
Yeah.
Let's maybe conceptualize this difference, right? What would you say is the difference between secrecy and privacy?
Shit. So
right?
secrecy is something that you maybe not, but you can secrecy. You can share it with one other person. Privacy might be for yourself, and not actually. Yeah, but a secret can also just be that you formulated for yourself.
I was thinking to myself, like, okay, fine. It sounds like they're synonymous. It feels like they're synonymous, right?
Definitely.
But are my private parts my secret parts, for example?
Yeah.
You understand what I mean? I just
think-
mean the application of, because we all know that I have those private parts, so it's not a secret.
Yeah.
It's private.
But
Goddamn! You're gonna have to put me out of my misery. I'm gonna put myself out of misery.
Okay.
God, fuck, bro. Did you look this up?
I didn't. You know, I was just thinking about
Privacy, a state in which one is not watched or disturbed by others.
stating.
No, a state in which one is not watched or disturbed by others.
Yes. Okay.
And then we need to go to S.
So it's about being disturbed by others.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep my finger there
All right.
so we can go back and forth. Secret.
Yeah, I'm very intrigued to know, because someone was describing somebody else as secretive, and then I agreed, but then my other colleague who was next to me said, no, is he just private? I'm like, that's a very interesting question.
Kept from or not known by others, because this is secret derivative
Yes.
secrecy.
Yes.
Kept from or not known by others. Fond of having or keeping secrets. Something secret. A method of achieving something that is not generally known. The secret of a happy marriage is compromise. Something not properly understood. The secrets of the universe.
Shit. Okay, so a secret is definitely more deeper. Secrecy is deeper than privacy.
yeah. Well, no, because yeah, exactly.
And I also feel like with that first description anyway, there's an intention that is
A
made.
secret is way more intense than privacy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's
intense, and also way more intention to
Yeah.
keep something secret than to keep something,
Something private. Yes. Very true.
You know what I'm saying?
Because a secret is kept to yourself.
Yes.
And
I don't close
I
my
get-
curtains for secrecy. I close them for privacy.
And secrecy.
Yeah.
Because maybe what you're doing behind there, you don't want somebody else to know.
What is in my safe is secret. What is in my house is private.
You should be an English teacher. Would you do that? Would you go to Vietnam and teach English?
Dog, it's like you're reading my fucking mind.
Oh, really?
I swear to God, if you check my search history. Which brings me to another thing, because I feel like maybe, and we've spoken about this, right? And this is actually the reason also why I'm asking this question about secrecy versus privacy. We have had the chat, haven't we? Last week we spoke about manifesting, and we've been talking about it. It's one of the underlying topics of our conversation, right? So keeping things to yourself, right? Because you're trying to manifest it, make it happen.
Yeah.
Right?
We spoke about that. Yeah.
Secrecy, privacy. What is that?
Keeping things to yourself?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
privacy.
Really?
I think so.
So not telling anyone is secrecy. Keeping things to yourself is privacy.
Yeah.
Not telling anyone is secrecy.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. All right. So like now
That's my.
Now you're asking me
after
about-
what we just discussed.
Now you're
reading
asking
the
me
dictionary.
about Vietnam, right? And I'm like,
Oh, you
damn,
wanna tell it.
accidentally told you about that. How much is that going to affect?
No, because we had this debate last week as well of speaking things into the universe.
yes,
You know, so
yeah.
us talking about Vietnam or wherever you want to go teach English or go explore.
But I have the certificate, by the way.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, yeah,
What's it called? CETA?
TEFL.
TEFL. That's right. Sorry. Sorry, TEFL.
Teach English.
And it's apparently online. You can do it quick.
Very, very
Dude,
affordable.
I just want to tell any viewer that's thinking about doing this and has the opportunity to do it, it's awesome in your young life, but also when you're an adult, bro, you're getting free travel, you're experiencing a new culture.
Come on. And you're getting paid.
And you're getting paid.
Yeah, and
my sister did it. One of my best friends, bro, he hasn't come back, dog. That's how much he loves Vietnam.
He's in Vietnam.
Bro, he's immersed in the culture.
That's crazy.
You know, he's immersed. He's playing in the football leagues. Bro, this guy is like, he's adopted Vietnam.
He's in there.
And that's just like, sometimes you feel a little bit like an outsider here.
Yeah.
Go there, you feel like this is your people. You don't know. That's why I also said last time.
You need to put me in touch with that.
Traveling really unlocks something different in you, bro.
Yeah.
So if you can do Vietnam, do it. Apparently amazing people, the culture, the scenery, and you're a doorstep away from traveling all around. And that's really the key. I feel to life for myself. So when I travel and I immerse myself in that culture, have their food, see how they get on transport, bro, it changes your mind.
For sure. And if you're a creative person, let's see how the environment affects your creativity.
And this ties in perfectly to our topics. I love teaching kids. Like, it's a passion of mine. I love that.
Have you taught kids? Even
I have taught kids.
I used to, believe it or not, I used to teach kids at school, at church.
Really? Oh, nice, bro.
Church,
amazing.
The kids.
So with this, like,
they love me.
You see something when you teach a kid and they grasp it. There's no better feeling, dude. There's literally, it's just like mind explode. You want to high five yourself. You're high-fiving the kid, and it's really quite like an emotional, and it's an amazing experience. That's why I like it, and I just like the energy.
What have you taught kids?
Sports. You know, like I was a fill-in teacher, but mainly sports. That's cool. which is an amazing thing. So I love sports, and now I can pass my understanding or my knowledge down to another kid, which is really fucking an amazing experience. But what I want to speak about in this episode is, and it's a question that we brought up: are we born inherently good, or are we born evil? And I thought about it now, and I completely, when I watch a kid, we are born good. We are infected to be evil.
That's not fair.
A kid is pure innocence.
No.
It's true.
No, Shannon, do you have a kid? Right. I thought so.
You can't tell me that a kid is.
Listen to me.
Okay, go.
Right. I know. Sorry, I didn't mean to sound very intense, but I had.
Yeah, you did. You shouted at me.
I had this very similar thought, actually. Right. Very similar.
Yeah.
But now it was after having a conversation with my sister, right? And she's got 2 kids, and my sister is my younger sister. You know, she's got 2 kids, both girls. She's like, this kid shits on her, pees on her, all this shit.
How old is the kid?
Her.
How old is the kid?
The oldest one is 5.
5?
Yeah.
And she's pissing on the kid. I mean, the kid's pissing on her.
No, I mean, when she was a kid.
Oh, of course.
And even some of the things, the comments that she made, she was telling me the younger one walked into the house and told everybody, you are all poop. Poop.
Okay,
so I'm like, okay, that kid is not aware of the potential of harm that there are. It's us who have that perspective, but that person, you understand,
but if
it's us who make that action cute. But when they are making that action, what are they thinking?
They have learned that from somebody else. They've watched it. They've engaged.
You need to understand, I'm not arguing that babies are evil.
No. So I get you, and this was something that we brought up. Because, like, how does a kid become a bully?
Yeah.
Why are some kids a bully? Like terrorists, where they make other kids cry. So I was speaking to this chick, and she's like a therapist, not a therapist, but like I'm not gonna butcher what she does, and it's not important to the fucking story. What she told me is important.
Yes.
And that is, so a child is especially from a young age, is learning. It's like a sponge. So it might see certain scenarios and develop a certain reaction to that or a certain behavioral reaction to that. And then not knowing that kid that comes in there, I promise you, innocent, saying something, doesn't know, because it saw her mom come in there, her group of friends, she said something and something funny happened. You know, that's the thing. Kids, and I think George Orwell wrote like, fuck, what did he write this now? Something about money. God damn. Absolute evil corrupts absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Fuck, absolute evil corrupts. And that is absolutely true. Like, once there's power, once there's certain dynamics, a kid sees, by me being assertive on another kid, I get this. Boom. Now he sees that. If that pattern isn't broken early on, or isn't caught by a teacher or somebody that's looking after or a kid, and has that discussion, because they're still learning. Like an adult can still learn their wrongs.
But let's go back to the question.
Yeah.
Are you born inherently?
No, you're born inherently good. And your circumstances direct you. This is my belief now.
I think my argument is you're born with the potential. Right?
Okay.
And the environment and the opportunities shape what you inevitably become. I think that's the fairest, because like when I look at a baby and I think about, yo man, my niece doesn't know she's hurting her mom when she's biting her. If she knew, she wouldn't do it.
Yeah. But that's unregistered actions that the baby's going, or the child's going through.
Is it a good thing?
It's not a good or a bad thing. It's just a natural thing.
And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's the potential.
Yeah, but the mother has the opportunity to rectify. Be like, don't bite me. This is what happens. Maybe bite the kid back. And be like, yeah, it's not nice.
Oh my God, you're killing me. I don't think she should do that. Please.
But the reason why we brought that up are people, because a couple of your topics, evil people. Evil, dude. Like whatever way we look at it, and we're going to speak about a few of them.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah, let me get those out.
That is in the topics. 100 of the most evil people. We must find out, man. Find a book of the world's 100 most evil people.
We can ask chat.
Yeah. Come up with that, and I propose the question.
Hey,
the world's 100 most evil people versus a gorilla.
Yo, let's see who's in this list quickly, and I will be able to tell me how many are going to take this gorilla down. God damn, this trend's been going all over.
Yeah,
I love the parodies.
Yeah.
Like there's a couple of UFC fighters. Marab did one where he got a guy in a gorilla suit and then he took it down, and others like Islam was like, me and Khabib, brother, this is all we need.
Yeah, I saw a lot of memes talking about it's not possible, but what really made me interested in that
one-on-one, you're fucked with that gorilla.
Definitely.
Like unless
maybe even 10-on-1.
It depends on the environment, but like realistically, outside you're in the gorilla zone. Like he's way more agile than you. You've got to go for like tendon parts for a gorilla. So like go for the Achilles, stuff like that. But my God, you get caught by that thing.
You mean to tell me 100 of the most evil people?
No, they can devise a plan, but it depends. Like they've got to strategize now. And is the gorilla stopping to let them speak, or are they just are they dropped in a room randomly and then boom? Or is it premeditated that they're going into a room with a gorilla?
Evil people always want to give a speech.
It's in every movie, bro. The gorilla's gonna take the first one, rip his head off, bite the next one.
So I just have to wait for the speech to
Oh shit. Okay.
And they normally get hurt the most when they're giving that speech.
Okay, do you want to hear the list?
Yeah, I want.
Okay, this was just Meta AI. It was a quick one. I didn't want to open up my chat there because there's some important stuff at the moment.
Yeah.
But so historical figures.
Adolf Hitler,
Number one.
number 1.
Most evil person.
6 million Jews. Joseph Stalin. Okay, that was obviously the Soviet side of life. Plagues, famine, execution, millions of death.
Yeah.
Pol Pot, do you know that?
I don't even. Pol Pot from Haiti.
It is led the Khmer Rouge regime, which was responsible for the death of an estimated 2 million Cambodians.
Okay, I think I saw
Mao Zedong.
Okay, wow, he's in the top 5.
He's in the top 5.
Sure.
Mao Zedong has implemented policies with widespread famine, execution, and other human rights abuse, resulting in tens of millions of deaths.
Definitely.
Crazy. Then they've got here Osama bin Laden, which is an interesting one. Saddam Hussein, another interesting one. Then Bashir al-Assad led a brutal crackdown on civilians during the Syrian civil war.
So you mean to tell me that top 10, bro? That top 10 won't come out of the way of killing?
Oh, and here's Joseph Kony. Obviously, we know.
Yeah,
that
from Uganda.
There was a beautiful movie. Yes, I remember crying in that movie.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, I forgot the title, but I remember it.
He was a missionary.
It made a lot of noise.
Bro. Yes. That's a beautiful thing about film, though.
So
it can.
So this is very interesting. That number 1 is Hitler, and you sent me this video this morning.
Yeah.
Where Ye is on Piers Morgan, and he walks out in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And you know.
With Sneeko.
Sneeko. I need to do more research on Sneeko. Somebody once showed me his earlier stuff when he was
he's
like
huge
coming
on YouTube.
up.
Huge though.
Yeah, but he's been banned on YouTube if I'm not mistaken.
Well, maybe I don't keep up to fucking date with Sneeko. I don't really like. Piers wanted to know, why do you affiliate yourself with Ye?
Yeah. But
that's a good question right now. But because Ye, bro, Hail Hitler. Did you see that music video?
I haven't seen it,
bro. My man, the chorus quite catchy.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. And he's not really saying he's basically. Have you heard the song?
No.
Oh my god, I want to play it for you, bro.
Wow.
I thought you would have heard it.
No. I'll definitely jam it,
bro,
and give you feedback on the next one.
He's not really. He's saying what Adolf did was right. Like he's comparing himself, like that his kids were taken away, and like the people at the top are putting him in his head like a concentration camp.
You see?
And he's hating that, and he's hating them for that, and he's frustrated, and even in the song he's saying, I'm frustrated because I don't know what to do. What you do is limiting me.
Yeah.
So like
so the song is not a song praising Hitler.
No.
It's just a provocatively titled song.
There's obviously Hail Hitler is the fucking chorus, my man. Hail Hitler, and it's deep with a chord, like a choir singing the chorus, bro. Like it's Ye at his finest.
He went crazy.
Finest,
really,
dog.
Really,
like creativity.
Really,
really. Yeah, dog. Really. That's why I thought you would have listened. It's really.
No. I had a lot of shit to do between seeing that message, but I'll definitely jam. And but you see, this is.
And I'm not saying that it's right what any of these people are doing. I'm just saying like we're talking about the topic of him releasing the song, and it is, he's gonna hit, bro. Just to imagine how many streams. I don't know how it's gonna be on
DSPs.
Bro, it's gonna go crazy. Just the hype around this song right now.
That's what I'm saying.
He's let it up from all of these things to this song, bro. And he's gonna break every record.
And it's a song with meaning,
bro. And right now, it's topic, dude. It's cooking.
Really?
It's cooking.
Wow. Damn. Your excitement.
No, it was as soon as I saw it drop. Because this is obviously somebody that's got it leaked, and they speed up the song in certain, you know how they do these hackers and whatever.
Yeah.
But my man,
you know, I had to low key take
YouTube
my foot.
is gonna. I don't know what YouTube's gonna do.
I had to take my foot off of Ye for a little bit, you know, after the song that he did about
his cousin
giving his cousin head.
Yeah, bro. That
till
that
he
shook
was
at me.
14. And I was like,
Makes a lot of
yo.
sense why it's a bit cooked.
Nah, but you know what I didn't like, because that's what I'm gonna talk about. What I didn't like about how that story was told in
If
they made it they in an incestuous relationship with his cousin. Those are the words that were popping up, and I'm like, yo,
until he was 14.
do you understand what this man was saying? He was saying that he might be guilty of molesting his cousin.
No, his cousin was molesting him. That's how I read it.
Both ways, either way.
He said he was sitting on the couch. They started looking through Playboy or whatever, dirty magazines. His mom's magazines were different.
Yeah, I heard that part too.
Yeah, dude. Fuck, we live in a crazy world.
What he's saying is that they are both victims, and that's why he's afraid that those actions of his led his cousin to end up in jail.
Oh.
He's taking accountability for that.
Oh shit! That's
what the whole tweet read.
Wow, crazy.
And no one has that compassion or understanding, patience, whatever, to be like, man, this guy, is he confessing to doing something bad to someone or having something bad done to him that led to somebody ultimately being another victim of sexual or related crime?
It was death. I think he murdered somebody.
Yeah.
Cousin murdered somebody like a couple of years later.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Crazy,
man.
bro.
I don't know.
But that was, my man. When I read that, I was like, because I listened to the song and then I read something, and this thing was going deep into the lyrics, like sentence for sentence, like a poem. It's like a high school. Now you're in English class, and they're like breaking down, and then relating clips to that, and like past, and I was just like, whoa. Yeah, bro, but we're living in we've said it every episode.
But he killed it. He's killing it.
He's killing it, bro.
He's killing it, dog. He's the master of provoking us. Even that clip with Piers Morgan, it's probably gone viral. 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Come on, dog.
No, unbelievable.
But I have to say I'm proud of him for walking out on Piers Morgan.
Yeah, you said that. I'm indifferent about it.
Yeah, no.
I would like.
The last interview, I watched the full interview between Ye and Piers Morgan. I think it was peak COVID, right? And Ye sat there for long enough until it's like, yo, this guy is actually undermining me.
Undermining him on a few million on fucking on X.
Okay, in this interview, 1 million is not a small number, dog. What are you talking about?
Get out of here, bro.
What are you talking about?
It just fits the narrative of Ye, bro, doing like you said, provocative, controversial things, making himself your Scooty Tooty. Could we please get a Sprite and a Fanta, please? Thank you. If anybody ever comes to Hydro Cafe, Scooty Tooty, he your man.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, he's the king of marketing right now, in a messed up, twisted way. Just imagine if you would. I can't even imagine that cuck. I really can't.
Did you hear about your namesake?
Yeah, Shannon Sharp. It's always nice to meet another Shannon that's a guy.
Thank you so much, man.
Yeah, dude. That's also like, fuck, dude. You never know with these stories. How many footballers have had this type of a story of a rape allegation? If you don't know Shannon Sharp, NFL footballer. I don't know who he played for, but he's 56.
Yeah. He's a podcaster now.
He's
he's also a podcaster.
No, and he's also like on ESPN. They do like exactly what they do for Premier League. Obviously, American football. If you don't watch a lot of American football, which I don't think a lot of South Africans generally do, but he's a big figure. Obviously, he's well seen in the industry.
Yeah.
And how many dudes have gone through this? Not to say if he did it, like I think maybe it is guilty because of the sound clips and shit that they have on evidence.
But for me, the most astonishing thing is he's denying the allegations, and if indeed he is innocent, I hope justice is served as well as if he's guilty. So like the crazy thing is that she's suing for
50 million.
50 million. He tried to settle with her for 10 million. I'm like, yo, man.
Then you're guilty, dog. If you're settling, you're guilty. Like, what the fuck are you going to court for? Now they're just going to fuck you. Like, you're going to jail.
I could literally hear the lawyer say,
take it to
ask for 50.
What an idiot.
And it's the same lawyer that got Hove. Jay-Z.
Yeah. Well, I hope justice is served, bro.
Yeah. No, it has to be true justice.
Either party, because like Mason Greenwood, there's so many of these footballers, there's so many of these influential people, and you never like. It's terrible if it's true, and it's also terrible if it's not true, because now this guy's gone through all of this, or girl, whoever's getting accused. Bro, like, you must be a sadistic person, I honestly think, to come up with a story like that and then go through with it. There must be something wrong with you.
Dog, come on.
There must be.
You wanna hear
is the root
statistic?
of all evil.
You wanna hear statistic?
George was right.
You wanna hear statistic? Jocelyn Smith.
My man. Jocelyn Smith. Dude.
What?
And I don't think, dude, this is just one that's been caught.
20K, dog.
25K, I think.
25K.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, even
Sorry.
and there was like rumors that she would have even taken 7 or 4K. Like,
That's all Piers Morgan should have done when he made a mistake to Kanye in 32 million.
Yeah.
She just said sorry.
yeah, sorry.
Yeah. It was 25,000. My bad.
You're right. Sorry, Kanye. Yeah. Dude, but like, this is the one that's been caught.
Shit, dog.
This happens. This is, bro. I don't even want to. There was these Ethiopians that were found in Joburg. 44
in Sandton.
In Sandton, dog.
And that's just recent. I actually heard of another case earlier where they escaped in that area as well.
Bro, I don't want to bring that up, but like, it hits close. Like it happens like this to you, me, you, anyone.
Dog,
it's scary.
I feel like I almost got human trafficked.
I did.
You were actually in Thailand.
Yeah, it was hit. Obviously I didn't, because I managed to get out of the scenario.
Yeah.
But bro, I was fit, I was healthy. I went to a bar. They spiked me at the bar, me and my homie. I reacted getting knocked out. He reacted very aggressively. A small fight broke out between me and him.
Yes, I remember you actually told me some of the highlights
And
of the
anyways,
story.
like at my friend and me were in a car. My friend sussed the scenario out, wasn't in a good situation. The guy's trying to touch him the whole time. He gets out, fight installs. My friend and I get separated. I wake up, fucking pushed far in Thailand. I don't want to really, like, it's a long story, so I'll narrow it down. But in the shanties of Thailand, in another car, in a place where I know I'm not supposed to be, covered in blood, and then like just in my just in my underwear. Yeah, a lot of blood. So,
and it's not your blood.
No, my blood. I'm assuming it's my blood because it's still like very dry, and you know when you've got a sore. So yeah, I broke out of that car, and then I ran for like a very, very long time.
That's crazy.
Down to the beach.
That's crazy.
Until like tourists saw me and then offered help.
That's crazy.
And then my friend wasn't back at the hotel, but I didn't take my phone out. And then luckily he sent a message to me off of a random dude's number and said, I'm at the police station, please pick me up.
So he
didn't know the name of the hotel.
So what happened to him? How did he snap out of it?
So how did he snap out of it? So when we were drugged, he was on antidepressants and SSRIs. So when I took it and it hit me a little bit later than it started to hit him, we went out the club because now we were supposed to meet up with a group of people. And bro, he just turned aggressive, he grabbed the local and pushed him aside and said, get out my way. And then I grabbed him, I'm like, and I know this homie, peace is like his aura. You know what I mean? So he started acting really weird, dude, like really aggressive, and then started acting aggressive towards me. And I'm much bigger than him at this time. I was much bigger than I am then. And he would never fight with me. He's like this, bro. We were close. So I was like, this is not him. We go to the beach. So I'm just like guiding him to the beach. He tries to fight with me. As that fight breaks out, I lose vision and I fall into him. And the last thing I remember saying to this dude was like, Lukey, get us back to the hotel. And then the next thing I wake up is I'm in this other dude's car and I'm like, what the fuck? Where's Luke? What the fuck? Where am I? Look outside. What the fuck?
That's crazy.
Yeah. So it happens to anybody at any time. And
My story is quite crazy. Right here in downtown Joburg, I saw an ad on the paper. I was looking for a job, right? But I'm also an artist, right? So this particular ad was calling all artists to this shady ass building in downtown Joburg. And I went there, dog. I got onto a taxi from Four Ways and I went. I don't know Joburg for shit at that time. Because in my heart, I'm pursuing my dream. You know, they're looking for artists. Here's one.
Yeah, it's a good hook. It's a great hook.
You know, many years ago, though, I get there, this dingy building. They're asking our names, right? And of all the people that asked, I said, okay, what's your name? You know, and the guy said, Innocent. I remember, I'll never forget, because I could tell that he wasn't innocent.
Your mom got that inherently wrong.
I'm like, nah, not this thing. And they just let me out, man.
You had that instinct.
Yeah.
I need to get out of here.
Yeah. I could see the building inside, what was going on. I was like, nah, this is...
No, well done, bro. You must always listen. I'm a true believer of listening to your gut.
But that woman sold her kid for some drugs,
bro.
25,000.
Did you see that picture of her going? How long was she in jail for?
Not even a car, dog.
Did you see her go from jail into jail and then out of jail? Did you see that picture?
I didn't see it, but I was like checking out those
Apparently
stories.
she got really fat in prison.
Really?
Yeah,
I saw a meme about that though.
Yeah. Bro, but what a terrible story and such a beautiful little girl, dude. Yes. It's yeah.
But like the question is, nobody knows where she is still.
No, and you won't know, bro. You won't know. This is an industry that's unfortunately, if we spoke about it in the first, that veil behind that how the world works and this Jeffrey Epstein bullshit on that island and what people do there.
Anyone, dog.
Bro, the world's sick as fuck.
It could happen to anyone. I was also watching this other video, random on my YouTube. You know, I got the craziest algorithm out there. It's a story about. It was called the endless crimes of Joran van der Stroel. So he's just this Dutch guy. The story starts. The story starts with them in this girl is on vacation somewhere. She meets this Dutch guy, and that's the last time she sees her friend. It's over about a 10-year period, and this is like now 2010 where this is happening. They're connecting all the dots of the number of people, him and his father, who was a lawyer, were involved in trafficking people in Thailand even.
Thailand's a huge spot, bro. You see all the missing posters all the time.
How do people get into this? Like, how do you, which place do you go to? What offer is some, you know, like...
Where is these job applications?
Yeah, like how do
Where
you...
do they say they're hiring?
Yeah.
So, bro, all of these syndicates, like in the book that you're reading, you know, everything is so intertwined and interlinked, and like what we understand of the world and what's really going on, we understand a drop in the ocean.
For sure.
You know, and it's been going on for years and years, and the powers shift.
That insinuates that it's dark out here, dog.
It's, bro, what do you fucking mean? What are you talking about the last 40 minutes?
I know, right? But does that mean that the initial conversation is that we are more inclined towards being evil?
Yeah,
we have the potential for both, but we're more inclined towards being evil.
Yeah.
Is that what we're saying?
Yeah, 100%. It's easier to be evil.
I also just don't. It is easier, yes, but there are people who are striving to be good, don't?
Yeah, I know. I'm fucking trying to be.
Dog, there are people who are praying all night, every night.
To the new Pope?
The American Pope.
The American
Have you ever
Pope.
watched this series called Young Pope? Dog.
I'll go watch
You need
it.
to it's only got one season. I love one season series.
No, I hate it.
No, I love it. I
Because
love
I'm a
it.
series
No,
one. I'm a binger.
sometimes you need to chill, man.
What's wrong with it?
I've
What's
been-
happening with the young Pope?
I've been watching.
Was he an American Pope? It's Leo, right? Pope Leo.
This one.
This one.
Yeah, Leo the 14th.
And the last Pope before the apocalypse.
Sounds like a cognac.
They said this year would be the last president and the last Pope.
Yeah, it was you who was telling me that.
Well, that conspiracy is now
And
in full effect.
apparently even the Vatican has a policy against having had American Pope. So they broke
But
one of
this
their
Pope
policies.
is also quite against what Trump is doing. He wants open borders. Like, this guy was in Peru. He was like, that's how he got to this position. So like his agenda and Trump's isn't like 100% aligned. They're not like American buddies that ride saddleback and fucking talk shit the whole time.
But I mean, come on, dog.
But it's pretty funny because Donald Trump did say he's gonna be the Pope. Like he said. Yeah, bro, we live in a movie.
For Trump talk, I don't know if
And
I
it's
have
Trump time. Trump time.
I don't know if I have that many insights.
Oh, dude, no, I don't know. Like right now,
it's
they're increasing the army budget to 400 billion or trillion, a billion. Bro, that's crazy. Like I thought you were the president of peace, and now you're
wilding out like
now
this.
you're increasing budget of like soldiers. Oh well, that's a good thing. It's like, I guess it's like what the Chinese do with the roads. Like the more roads you build, the more people you employ. I guess for the American army,
the economy.
yeah, you fucking paying your people. It's going to lack around. But it keeps you as the bully and the power. Like everyone's scared of me. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Hey, buddy, did you see what Zelensky said?
What?
Bro, fuck
What?
me. I would, bro. It blew my. Like, obviously, somebody was like, bro, what you did in the White House, big fuck up.
Yeah.
Got to change your tune.
Yeah.
It's the remembrance of World War II, the ending of World War II. So Putin invited a lot of people to come to Russia. There was 28 leaders. The leader we like, the youngster Traore.
Yeah.
He was there. Bro, 28 delegates. It's the most that Russia's ever put through. China was there, putting their names. Everyone hustling, like high-fiving Putin. Like, Russia's amazing.
Yeah.
And then Zelensky comes onto the thing, and
They were
basically,
both there.
no, Zelensky wasn't there. No.
Oh, okay.
But this is now the ceasefire after they, like 6 hours before Putin bombing Ukraine. That day, morning starts. Yeah, we'll ceasefire right now. Thank you.
Just wanna get the last few in.
Yeah. Let me get 6 more, and then we'll stop. Thank you. And then Zelensky said, no, we're actually so grateful, and we need America to come like they did in World War II and be the strength that the world needs once again. Huh?
Hey, that sounds like a call for nukes. That sound like a call for
Goddamn.
nukes, man. Sound like a call for nukes. I don't buy it.
We're all just being played continuously, and
I don't buy it. I don't buy it.
It's crazy. We always
Did
just
you hear about this record-breaking Lady Gaga
bro,
concert?
2.1 million.
Dog. I'm like, how the fuck does one?
The most I think is like 10 million.
Is it?
Yeah. I
Wasn't
want to
the-
say YouTube.
No, they said the record was held by someone else last year.
So Lady Gaga is the leading all-time female
like, why? What is it? What? Was she wearing another meat dress? What was going on?
So, Brazil, funnily enough, is like the LGBTQ capital of like that area and
Of South America.
So,
I can get that.
bro, if you we're watching like the news clips of Lady Gaga sitting outside her house, like there's Lady Gaga's hotel apartment, bro. There was thousands of gay people and LGBTQ sitting there waiting. Not and probably not all LGBTQ, just like fans of Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
But it's very big there.
Yeah.
Like it's really quite a thing. So I think she herself, she speaks on behalf of them. I think a lot of them relate to her music, you know, and she did some 2.1 million, dude. How'd you even see the stage?
Dog, like yeah, even me. I want to see like the plan, the setup. How did they conceptualize
show you.
this?
But
Who paid for it? Because another thing that was a free concert. A free concert. 2.1 million.
Rod Stewart was 3.5 million
Dog.
in the same area.
Did you hear that there was a bomb threat?
Yeah, and they foiled it. The Brazilians.
I was like, damn.
Yo, just imagine that went off.
They're not just good at football. Brazilian bomb threat. That sounds like a rap song.
Yeah, well, fucking kudos to their policing. Well done to you. Because that would have been,
That would have been crazy.
that would have been bad. Just imagine.
That, and you know who would have been upset about it the most? Kanye.
Spoil his now during the release. Goddamn Lady Gaga, you always know how to top me.
It's the juice.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, man.
But that's amazing. Well done to her. There was a lot of cool facts about that.
That concert.
Bro, how much money do you think that concert generated for Brazil?
Dog, I don't have a number. Wasn't it 10 million?
$100 million. $100 million for one event.
That's crazy. Yeah, I heard that on 102.7. Shout out, that's my favorite radio
So,
station.
Dana White, if you're listening to this, dog,
Lady Gaga.
she gotta be fighting.
You need to get Lady Gaga at the fights. Did you check out some of those Met Gala things?
I didn't, dude. I know it was on Monday, but
Funny.
I'm so over the
I don't get it, man. I'm like, I didn't even see an outfit I liked.
No, the fashion that these people go to. There's obviously some really nice people that go in classic, and you're like, yo, she looks beautiful, or he looks dapper, or whatever the case. But like this eccentric bullshit where they're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on dresses for a cause, to go to a cause.
Yeah.
What? Fucking donate your dress, you stupids.
Yeah.
And don't buy the dress.
I feel like the best outfit.
Oh, but
I
then
saw
somebody's going to
actually
be like, no, but you see, when you buy an expensive dress, you're feeding the families of the people that work in the store and that make the dress. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Don't hammer me.
Yeah.
But it's ludicrous amount of money that these stores have for a name on the wall, where the money could go a lot betterly, like the Spurs. So
yeah. It's part
I agree with Sean Strickland there.
Vanity is part of our evil as people. Like, why the hell are you? You know, but my favorite outfit was, I have to say, it was Andre 3000.
Oh,
With the piano on his back.
I didn't see it. I didn't watch it.
I saw. No, I also didn't watch it. I just saw the
my
shit popping up.
algorithm's not like that. Unfortunately.
Your memes. I'm curious to see your algorithm. My algorithm is also wild.
It's very diverse, my algorithm, actually.
Yeah,
Because of the cannabis, because of my lifestyle, like it's very like topsy-turvy. I never know what I'm gonna get.
Mine. You know,
I would love to restart though.
Have you ever heard the term post-truth?
Post-truth? Yeah, like post-nut clarity.
Yeah, like that. But You know, my brother used to say this to me a lot, like quite a few years ago. But it's beginning to hit more often than not now, because like we don't know what's fucking real anymore or not, and that's what he's saying. We're living in a post-truth world.
Oh,
Like we are past.
yeah, you don't even know if a girl's a girl anymore, bro.
Imagine being in Brazil. Imagine traveling from
Bro,
here
in
to
Thailand it's crazy, dude. Honest, like the because at the age of 13 they get to choose, right? That's their culture.
choose their gender.
Yeah, choose what they want to do in life. If they want to be a girl, and some parents are rich, so they can go for like Adam's apple shaving and like
Adam's apple shaving.
yeah, to drop down that Adam's apple, and then they can do the blockers, so you can't like general tell for all the guys, the young guys out there. If you really want to tell, you look at the throat, big general, the knuckles, always give it away, and then their ankles and how their toes are. Guys are like much more bonier. So there's all a help for all of you fuckers that are going through life now confused on identifying a real woman. Some helpful help.
No, you know what, man? Can I tell you? I'm just having.
But all to your own, if you like that and if you like whatever, no judgment.
I'm just having a flashback.
We love everybody.
Yeah.
And we especially love Arsenal fans during this time in their morning.
Let's.
We really do.
Yeah.
Sad times.
Do you have some confessions?
I shouldn't be speaking so loud. Sorry.
No, look, man. You have a
No,
right.
this is now on record.
You have a right to be proud. I'll be humble.
No.
It is what it is.
So, I don't really have too many confessions. Myself, I have no confessions.
I have. You know, I've been writing down some interesting questions that have been coming to me. Not confessions, just questions. Right? Yeah, maybe we don't have to do confessions today, or unless you have. Do you have?
No, I don't have any
Because
confessions.
me, I've.
Is this your confession?
No, it's not confessions. It's like in my notebook, it's like a tab that I've opened for like crazy questions that come to
Okay.
me. You know, like, yeah,
This is a nice topic. This could be a new segment.
Yeah.
Uno's questions.
Uno's crazy questions.
Shit.
Or dank dilemmas.
That's a good one, bro.
That's a good one, right?
Dank dilemmas. CC, right? Fucking trademark. Anybody.
Yeah.
You heard it first. What's the date?
No, but hit us with the confession, then I'll hit you with one.
No, I'm trying to get. There's. Oh, crazy. There's two. It's been 2 kids. One.
Kids.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No, like.
I hope they're not hurting the kids.
No. No ways.
Christ.
How long do I have to wait until I can sleep with a girl who my ex thought I was sleeping with? That's a good question for you, you know.
Why? Why is that a good question for me? No, I don't want to know. I don't want to know why you think that's a good question.
That's a great
Okay, no,
question.
but tell me, I'm curious. You think I'm what? No, but
That's an honest question.
I think that's a very good question. That's a very good question.
I would have
She's his ex now.
How? Yeah. So no. So these couple were dating. The chick, I think, yeah. The chick thought he was sleeping with another chick.
Mm-hmm.
They split because of this problem.
Okay.
But now he's asking, how long can he wait until he can actually sleep with that chick? So here's my thing. If he's already thinking like that, he was laying game work already, you know. So this guy, bro, you already done the fucking, you already left her. Fucking sleep with her right
He's
now.
already played the alley-oop. Now he wants to dunk.
Yeah, just dunk, bro.
But I also feel like
Also, like, how long were they in a relationship for?
no, but let's be
Many
real,
questions.
man. Let's not be, you know, hedonistic about this shit, right? Let's really try and think about it. Because, like, why do you want to sleep with a dog? Because she thought you were sleeping with her, or because you like her? Let's just be honest. If you like her, by all means, go and get it. But like, if if it's just to make a statement.
Well, it's also like I would also say like how you would want to feel as a person. Me personally, if I break up with a girlfriend of a long time, I would respect her enough to like have a not a mourning period. That's not the right word, but you know what I'm getting. I'm not going to be going out there because that's not what I.
Are you respecting her or are you respecting yourself?
No, myself, because that's not what I naturally do. I don't go out and go run after chicks. I'd rather spend time with my homies. Have honest conversations with people that I really care about than chasing tail. That's my preference. So it probably for me, I would think differently and answer this like, how would it make you feel if you just fucked around and she found out? Would you be okay with it hurting her? Or because it will. If the chick finds out, naturally it's going to be upsetting. And are you okay with that upsetting another person? Is that okay for you in your heart? Then go for it. If it's not, don't go for it because it is going to hurt that person.
I think he shouldn't be concerned too much about upsetting that other person. He should be concerned about his intentions.
Yeah, true. I think first intentions.
Because people are always going to get upset by the shit that you do.
Oh, this is a great one. And this one's a nice black and white one.
Okay. Okay, but what about this guy? Do you think he's black or white? It could be anybody.
I don't know. It seems like a white guy.
It's universal.
How long do I? Yeah, I think it's a black and white guy.
It could be a colored guy.
Could be a colored guy. But I think a colored guy would just sleep with her anyways, bro. What the fuck? They're not gonna ask for shit. It's just straight nine.
You took it there. Okay,
this one's a good one.
Okay, let's go.
My wife always talks about these wild experiences she's had before she started dating me. Threesomes, wild possession, sex parties, kissing other girls, etc. But ever since I've known her, she's been vanilla he says here, she's been a vanilla startfish that just lies there once a month if I'm lucky. Am I wrong for being upset that so many guys got to experience her in the way, and now me as her husband gets nothing? My man, I'll be touched. I personally would be touched, yeah. Yeah, I'd be angry.
Yeah, that's deep.
This sucks. For this dude in Joburg, I feel bad for you, dog.
That is so deep.
Just imagine your wife's like, yo, I had the best time. Yo,
you know I used to fuck 3 guys at a time.
And this
but
guy,
I'm not that person anymore.
I've changed. I changed. Oh, dude.
And he's like, no, I need you to be that person.
Bro.
Nah, he must leave her.
Or he must just try different stuff, bro. I don't know. He must just initiate it.
The essence of what he's saying is
maybe he must bring home a girl.
He's not
and be like surprised.
She's not satisfying him.
No, it sucks.
And he's trying to make it seem like it's more so her fault because of having a history, but she's not satisfying him because he's also spending a lot of time comparing. You know that bullshit people ask each other in relationships.
You should fucking clip that. That was fucking high level shit.
Nah, dog, I do this, man. Come on. I'm everybody's big brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, like.
Vibe exact. That's good fucking advice, bro.
Yeah. Because like
who would I know now? I fucking ruined
what is
train of thought.
What is the situation again? Oh yes. Because there's clearly a gap, man. There's a gap because he's looking at her sexual body count. You know, people spend a lot of time. When you date someone, does body count matter? How many people have you slept with? Some men especially, even though they have body count like fucking
5 times higher.
Exponentially. They don't want even their girl to have touched double digits. 5 is too much.
So Uno, can I give you an analogy?
What the fuck is going on?
If you have a glass of water and I put 1 wiener in that and I dip it out, I'll still drink that. But if you come in and you put 50 different wieners in that glass of water, I'm not fucking touching it.
Really?
No, I'm just joking.
That's crazy.
That was on my algorithm. But I'm not so fucking dumb.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
so I swear to
crazy.
God, it was like one of those like Andrew Tate looking type of style videos, you know.
Yeah, but I would say, firstly, he needs to tell that woman that it's a crazy thing, but I feel like, from her experience, she seems like a very open person.
She sounds great.
So she should.
I'm gonna type here, Uno's asking who she is.
Yeah, and I don't know. I don't know if that marriage is going to last.
Did you do your questions? No, we haven't done your questions.
Yeah, I don't know if that marriage is
No,
going
that's
to last.
maybe. Like I say, just
but
initiate
that
some
sounds
crazy
like,
stuff.
That does sound like some white people shit, I won't lie.
That's why, definitely.
And then she became a Christian.
Yeah, she went to church.
Yeah.
This was all probably during her varsity stages.
And she doesn't
From
want to
the
go
age of
back
19.
because she doesn't want to go back because she even might regret those times.
Because it's not as good.
Yeah, because maybe like she was doing it as a trauma response to some other shit.
True.
Maybe she could have been.
That is a very valid point. A lot of people do go down that line.
Yeah, I've heard so many such stories.
Yeah, I don't know why it helps, but like it helps
Because
these people.
because
and
if she really is that woman, why isn't she doing it still today?
Yeah. No, very interesting. Fuck, Uno, you've nailed two huge ones. God damn.
Hit me up in the comments. Tell me
Arsenal should
what's up.
lose more often. Really makes you think.
Oh yeah. All right. Actually, we asked. We actually answered one of the ones that I wrote here as privacy and secrecy.
Oh, nice.
Do you want us to do another one? Let's try this one. Let's
We
try
end it off like that.
do something with the dank dilemma.
Have we done all the topics? I think we have.
But I also want to review my book
Oh, the Randalls,
a
yeah.
little bit.
Let's end it off with that because I think that's a beautiful way to end off. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Because it's interesting as fuck.
It's fucking interesting.
And then we've let them like this, you know. We had. Now we're climbing again.
Now I'm even opening up my personal journal online for the internet. Like, what the fuck? We're going deep. But, don't ask me what train of thought I was on. But it's like preparing for your funeral. Like, I was thinking about it in a very serious way. Like, in terms of your will and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And I want to ask also, like, do you know anything about preparing for your funeral? Have you thought about? Do you think about?
I think I'll be able to do it, no problem.
I think you'll be able to live.
No, I'll be able to prepare my own funeral. Yeah, that'll be dope.
Really?
Yeah, I would do like what the Irish do.
What?
They like have pictures. It depends if you're really Catholic. Like then you do the whole church, boring, fucking sad, fucking stories.
Would you do a guest list?
No, I wouldn't. I would invite everybody, and I'll just like make sure in my will, I pay for everybody's drinks, everybody's food, and they have one last party. That would be the ideal. And then I want them to make me a tree with my ashes.
I feel like the
That would be it.
saddest. So you want to be cremated?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Into a tree.
I've also flirted with that idea, but I think something I would like to do, which I'm actually something that I'm sad about, very sad about, is that I won't.
You're
be
not
able,
going to.
I won't be able to be at my funeral.
Oh, it's going to be that dope?
I mean, I'll be there. But
You'll be there in
I
spirit.
won't be there. So. When I think about it, it's like, man, I wonder.
Oh, I have bad FOMO, you're right. Maybe I gotta change my plan. These old guys look like they have a good time. Fuck them on my money.
Yeah, I was like, I wonder what that is gonna be like, for the people who are there. Is my mom gonna learn something about me that she never knew? If she's there, it's sad to think about also because if
Yeah,
my mom is at
dying
my
young.
funeral, it means
Yeah.
she's burying me.
Yeah, that's
How
bad.
crazy is that for a parent to bury
Very
their kid?
deep thought to be having on the toilet,
No, it was actually during a joint.
I always love thinking on read. It's like one of my favorite things.
Today, for the first time, I was actually reading on the toilet. I was like, wow, man, I've never done this before.
Oh, really? It's quite nice, yeah.
It was the book was so interesting. I couldn't put it
just
down.
stayed.
I carried it in there. I was like, yeah, man, this.
No, it is quite nice.
Yeah.
And some people struggle on the toilet.
I just
But
get
that's not the-
restless.
But this is a cool. I like this little dank
Dilemmas. Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
Okay, cool. I'll work on it. Thank you.
Yes. We didn't speak about the landlords last time. We got sidetracked. So I would love to know what you learned.
So you see my cute little
Very
bookmark.
cool.
Check it out.
Is this like a skateboard?
Check the other
like
side.
a skateboard type.
No,
of-
look at it carefully.
It's a penis.
Oh,
It's a blunt.
it's a joint. It's a handmade bookmark of a joint.
You should laminate it.
From
Is it laminated?
yeah, I am gonna laminate. I should have, but it's made from. If you look carefully, that's a rolling paper.
Ah, cool, man.
So I was just like,
You should cut it in the shape, and then but then it's gonna cut.
I should craft it, man. I should do more of them.
You should
I feel like I should do more of them.
like just
Right.
joints.
Yeah, maybe we should do some LoudSpoken ones.
That's a good one.
Yeah, make some merch. Also, we should do our t-shirts. If you guys like the logo, man, and the new stuff we
Where
popped
would the
up,
logo be?
tell
Right
us.
over here?
Yeah,
Was
this-
it there
this
by
side,
no that
this
side?
side,
Yeah.
If you like it, tell us you like it on the comments. Cause yeah, I like it.
I
think
love
it's
it.
Cool. We should do t-shirts.
I would love it to.
Yeah, man, I'll wear the white one.
Just imagine. It's just the two eyes on the black shirt. You bastard.
Oh, wow.
You bastard.
Wow. You know, I have to.
Yeah, tell me.
There are a lot of
Talk to
things
me
to
about the
confess
Randalls.
about this book. The first thing that I'm so intrigued to actually finish it, but I've only managed to read up to chapter 3 so
Tough,
far.
yeah. You can imagine. Makes
Yeah,
you angry.
a lot
Like,
of that.
yay.
I'm reading a lot of books, man. You know, I'm
Oh.
trying to.
Diversify the
Yeah.
The
You know,
knowledge.
Stay sharp. So, like, what is very interesting to me about this book? Firstly, the author is really good, Jeffrey Wheatcroft.
Joffrey.
No, it's Jeffrey. That's Jeffrey.
Jeffrey.
Yeah, but they pronounce it Jeffrey.
What the fuck?
Yeah, not Geoffrey.
Not
No,
Joffrey.
no.
Not Joffrey.
No. They don't do that. Wheatcroft.
That's why you should be the English teacher. In
You
fucking
see what I'm
Vietnam.
saying?
No,
You see what I'm
fucking
saying?
natural.
Yeah, nah, you need to hook me up with your homie out there. You know, so like he's a very good writer because he firstly is entertaining. Right? I feel like he makes it funny. I chuckle to myself reading. And I'm reading about
Quite a
the
serious
history
topic,
of
yeah.
this
Country.
but like also how he's telling the story, you know, like how it's shaping up. I can see because right now we're at the bigger picture. He's painted the time, and I've gotten to a point where like they've just discovered that there's diamonds
In Kimberley.
in Kimberley, not even Kimberley yet, bro, in Joburg first.
No.
Yes.
They didn't go into Joburg first.
Okay, yes.
They
You're right.
They were in Kimberley, and then once the English came, they moved or pushed from Kimberley up to Gauteng, and that's when they found the gold.
Yeah.
And that's when the gold rush started.
Yes, but I'm talking about the diamonds as well, you know.
Oh, you're reading the fucking book. You should be telling me.
Yes.
Sorry.
So maybe for me, let me focus on what the most interesting
Yeah.
thing is, right? It's two things. It's like how many people responded to the call of come and earn your fortune here from all over the world.
Oh, yeah, it's
and
crazy.
that's why when you actually go to Joburg and you just spend a day or so there, it's really different.
Yeah.
People are integrated on a like almost natural level in the urban suburban areas, you know, as well as in the CBD, like the events, the venues. And I'm like, man, then you're actually standing in Joburg reading about how this place came to be and what brought everybody here and why. And bro, he goes as far as to describing the first place of accommodation people could find to stay there, and it wasn't great. I'm like, damn, man, you know, Like when and I don't know, this is the conflict it put me in. It's probably why I put it down for a while, because I find myself feeling compassion for these people who've come from across the world to hustle. Like, what? There's an opportunity there, let's go. And what that opportunity there has caused is an oppression of the people who are there. So that's my understanding as a person from here. But at the same time, I'm reading it, and I'm like, people are actually really suffering to make this dream of theirs come true. And that's what I have compassion towards, because that's what I feel like every person is called towards. So yeah, that's probably why I put it down, because it really put me in that, like, man, I'm finding myself feeling sorry for white people in that time.
Yeah. In that time. Like, even the author himself, he's very good at playing the role of read
being.
this fucking book.
He's very good at playing the role of being objective, right?
Yeah.
Because he's also able to empathize with the native people of the land. He even says in
So he's a human.
Yeah.
A good human.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. I was like, oh, human. So in the domain that is South Africa, he paints the picture in the beginning. He says there are three forces at work. It's the kingdom of the Queen of England versus the Afrikaners, right? Then the ignored, which is the indigenous and native to the land, is the black people, and marginalized. So all the decisions around molding this society, community, country are being made by the people who were there, or who are not there, who just came there because of opportunity. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. It's crazy, dog. It's crazy, and I know it's going to escalate when I start getting into the actual characters.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's some sick puppies in that book.
Yeah, dog, this shit, it fucked me up. You know what fucked me up also, right? Because it's an oldish book, it's written in the late 80s. It's able to date back, like, even 100 years back.
It's
right?
that small font.
Yeah, that's why I had to take my time. So this guy, dog, he explains the word Afrikaner, right? Afrikaner used to mean, or has its origins in meaning, a person of mixed race. I found that mind-boggling, because I'll tell you another piece of interesting information. If you go into Wikipedia, right?
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's true. I'm saying it's in the open, right? That's all I'm saying. Just type Paul Kruger. You'll hear his ancestry.
So yeah, so when the Dutch settled, remember, there's a lot of different understandings of the Cape settlement and how it came through. When the Dutch came to settle, there was a various factions of the Dutch that also came.
Yeah.
There was the lower class that were the slaves, and those were the ones that were seen as the lower Dutch, the ones that weren't in the castles.
Yeah.
They split and formed the Boere.
Yeah.
And then the Boere created a community. But in that stage, bro, there was... How do you think colour came about? Like, fuck. It's a white. I'm just saying. Making a read, I'm
also touching on what you were asking me last time about why do we always talk about the racial divide? Another perspective to look about it is like, is there really a divide?
No, like your bishop said, we all just got to stop with this race and just go back to people. Yeah. Once you see it as a person, then cool. You're a person who likes Sprite. I'm a person that likes fucking Fanta. And your action should differentiate
Sprite
yourself.
is not better than Fanta.
No. I just like Fanta more, and you just like Sprite. Fucking.
It's the adult way.
Yeah.
LoudSpoken. It's the adult stoner way.
Yeah.
Because I feel like a lot of people might need to smoke some weed. But I don't understand a person who smokes weed and is not chilled down.
Yeah, that confuses me too.
Yeah, that one.
And there's a lot of reasons behind that.
They might need to stop.
Yeah. No. If you beat people up when you drink brandy, don't drink brandy. If you're still aggressive on weed or you're agitated on weed, don't smoke weed.
Yeah. But it's hard to be in a fight on mushrooms.
I've got such a good story though.
Really? You want to delve into it?
There was, I went to a festival and these guys fought on acid.
Oh my god, really?
Before the fight they had to be on acid and then they waited around and there was bonfires.
Were they fighting intentionally?
Yeah, they fight boxing, bro.
Like they set it up or it happened
They set it
haphazardly?
up. It was in a sub event. It was
Really?
Yeah, the host of the event fought. Bro,
That's crazy.
it was crazy. There was only one fight that wasn't on acid. The rest they were fucked.
So how did someone win? Did someone win?
Yeah, some of them were boxing, bro. Because on like mushrooms and acid, you kind of like if you still semi in control unless you like really going.
Can't imagine summoning the aggression.
No, me
inside to
neither.
beat
But
someone.
bro, they went at it. It was cool.
It was cool.
I enjoyed it.
Do you think the sperm race was cool? You
My sperm race?
You didn't hear about the sperm race?
No.
About two of the universities in the United States having a sperm race
To see how much sperm that they can collect.
and racing the sperm to
No.
the egg. Bro, there was even a poster. Check it out on your.
No, we should leave on that. We should leave on that.